Let's go over to the AFC West now, led by the Kansas City Chiefs. Aaron, this is your Kansas City Chiefs here at this point.
Listen. For all the new viewers of the Sac City podcast, I am not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I do have a man crush on this guy right here, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, this man is the best quarterback in the league, and I don't care what anybody says. We can debate that.
Is that signed? Is that signed?
It is. It is.
Do you have the certificate of authenticity?
It is. I do. I do.
You get him to sign that too?
Okay, good.
He personally, matter of fact, you want me to get him? He's in the kitchen making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that Jackson outside making all that damn noise?
But I am the resident KC. Kind of guy that
it's just how this works here. You're a Chiefs fan. Dylan's a Colts fan. AJ's a Carson Wentz fan. This is just how this works.
Bro, you're so predictable, bro.
Hey, this is a new era. This is a new city. No one knows about it yet. I just had a
new era, same shit.
That's the way it is. That is the way it is. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs notable free agents here. And this actually has a big headline to me because it's Tyron Matthew, and that is the biggest. I mean, Melvin Ingram, you can say it's Tyron Matthew. The Kansas City Chiefs have to prioritize bringing Tyron Matthew back. He is such a major part of this defense here. But Aaron, if you're not looking at Tyron Matthew, and you're looking at the free agent class, who is the guy that the Kansas City Chiefs should be targeting?
The guy that they have to be targeting, you saw the list on there was a bunch of DBs. It's Chris Harris Jr. I know that might not be popular because he's getting older, but Chris Harris was an elite slot corner for many years in this league. First team All-Pro, made many Pro Bowls. He is a game changer, and his football IQ is some of the best in the NFL. He's not afraid to tackle and hit. I think we look at a Kansas City team that has a potent offense in Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and all these weapons with Andy Reid. I think they're set on the offensive side of the football. We can talk about Tyron Matthew. Obviously, bringing him back would be huge, but I think getting a guy in the slot that can lock up some of these slot receivers is big for them. They run a lot of man-to-man coverage. Chris Harris can do that. He's a veteran. He brings great leadership to that locker room, an already kind of tight unit. It's very similar to them bringing in a Melvin Ingram or like late in the year and going on that run. I think Chris Harris can do the same thing for their secondary. He plays the kind of style of football that Steve Spagnuolo likes to run defensively. I think Chris Harris Jr. would be a great ad for them. They probably could get him cheap if he wants to win.
I feel like that's the biggest thing is when considering some of these free agents that we're saying these teams should target, you do have to consider the money. You do have to consider the finances of these teams. We're not just going to say, oh, okay, I'm going to pick the best player at each position and then go from there. You have to consider the finances of this team. And I see the comment from Bailey here asking, why not Jesse Bates? Dylan, can you give us an update on Jesse Bates here with the Cincinnati Bengals?
I heard I'm not confident enough to go out and say it, but like I said, I trust my source, but it's his father. So I would think that it's true, but my friend told me that his father told my friend. So it's sort of a certain thing, but Jesse Bates ain't going anywhere. 4 for 70.
That's what I wanted to
guess. 4 for 70.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. There's no way that Kansas City is going to be able to pay for Jesse Bates. Like in that situation, if you're going to go pay for Jesse Bates, you could probably get Tyron Matthew on another 1 year or 2 year deal, much cheaper. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And if you check his Snapchat story, he is on the beach in Cabo right now, living it up. So
living the dream. Living the dream. We're gonna have weekly Jesse Bates
breaking news.
We're gonna have weekly Jesse Bates updates in the news and nugs segment from now on.